FTB Film Study is sponsored by the 409 Tailgate Club. For the best tailgate sauces, barbecue dry rubs, and Bloody Mary mix, visit 409tailgateclub.com today.
What's up, guys? Today we're going to talk about Manny Diaz, talk about split field coverages, what he brings from University of Miami as the DC/head coach. He used a bunch of split field coverage stuff at Miami, and it was amazing to see the secondary confusion that he created and the hesitation that happened with opposing quarterbacks. It led to a lot of high turnover plays and a lot of negative plays. Guys, I can't wait. Don't forget, hit subscribe, like, retweet. You know you got it. Here we go. All right, let's talk about split field coverage. Let's talk about what split field coverage is, and let's talk about how this is two different defenses on the football field at one time. So if I were to show you really quick what this means, that means that I'm going to split the field in half. So Diaz is going to have one coverage over here, and he's going to have one coverage over here based on the number of receivers or field or boundary. So I want to look at this play right here. Let's look up top first. We're going to look at the twin side. Okay, so what I want you to see is I want you to see that this cornerback is bailing right now. And he's going to drive late, but he's going to play inside leverage between the two. So you're going to get what looks like over here, you're going to get what looks like quarters, match quarters, which means that these guys are all reading number 2. So that basically means that this guy is reading 2 and this guy is reading 2. If this guy goes vertical, the safety is now going to take him man-to-man after about 8 yards. Now, he should have help from this guy, but he gets a run fit. So that's what an RPO is and what it does a great job for it. Once that this guy hits about 8 yards, the corner's eyes immediately go to the number 1 receiver, and he has him man-to-man. It's match quarters. It's very simple match quarters concepts. Okay, you can see how he plays the man comes on late. Now, that's one coverage to the field. Let's talk about the coverage to the boundary of the single receiver. You have an outside leverage corner, but you have a high safety. Okay, so this guy has half the field. So a lot of people will call this quarter, half, cover 6. He's got a quarter of the field. He's got a quarter of the field for 8 yards. He's got half the field, and he's playing man-to-man. Or he's playing cover 2, a cloud. Okay, he's playing outside leverage. If he sees a guy attack the flat, he takes the flat. So what you're going to get is you're going to get man-to-man to one side, and you're going to get quarters to the other. This is a simple cover 6 adjustment. Okay, now, I really like what happens with the field side corner and the robber coverage that happens. So again, let's talk about how the field splits. So the field's going to get split in half. Pretty simple. All right, field split in half. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to look at the boundary. Okay, the boundary is pretty simple. We've talked about this. You're going to get man-to-man inside leverage with possible help over the top and the middle. So what it looks like is it's just man-to-man across the board. So he looks pre-snap. Watch how his eyes go over here to the right. He's looking over here to see what's happening. Okay, so this is an RPO. Now, what they're running right here is they're basically running a one-step spacing hitch with the outside receiver. So he's going to run in, and he's going to try to hitch up where that linebacker is not at. And so they think that what's going to happen is as this guy pushes forward, he's either going to wall him or he's going to run in because he is the extra run fitter to the front side. Okay, they're assuming two things. This guy's going to run inside, okay, or they're assuming that this guy's just going to run to the flat really quick. And what ends up happening is they end up rolling into a robber 3, meaning that this corner is going to drop back into the deep third. He's going to get into the deep third. This safety right here is now the hook to curl, which means that this guy can just kind of hang out, really. And what it does is it causes a problem and his ability to read the mesh. Say he looks at the mesh, he's looking at the flat defender. This kid right here is not a part of the RPO package. It's just the outside receiver. So he's trying to throw what looks like the flat end or the spacing hitch, and he can't throw the ball because of the disguised coverage. This kid's playing between the two. Okay, this kid's failing. This kid's going to rob underneath, and you've got a problem. So now he clutches the ball and he gets a huge play right there. Again, the split field coverage stuff is amazing, and I absolutely love what he does, and I think it's going to be great for Penn State. Okay, now let's talk about trips. Let's talk about the split here. Remember, we're splitting this thing right down the middle. Okay, now you're going to have one high safety. The looks of this is right now looks like man-to-man across the board. As the corner starts to bail up top, you can see what they're doing. See how he's taking inside leverage between number 1 and number 2? That basically tells you that he's dropping into a deep quarter or a deep third. So what's happening on the snap, okay, you're going to get man-to-man the boundary. Okay, you're going to get man-to-man down here at the boundary. It's pretty simple. And then up top, what you're going to get is you're going to get what looks like cover 3. You're going to get a deep third guy right there. Okay, this corner is going to go deep third. This safety is going to stay deep third. All right, and so you've got cover 3 with a corner here. So they're going to play hook to curl, flat, deep third, deep third. And so basically all we're doing in this situation is we're trying to take away the trips RPO game. So again, if I line this up right now, this looks like straight man-to-man before the snap. Right now, man-to-man, you got man, 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 man with one high safety. So they call that cover 1. So here we go. Now we start talking. He starts to bail between number 1 and number 2. Pretty easy stuff. Field split. We're going to get depth. Okay, quarterback's going to look. He's looking up top. He gets confused, and now he gets sacked. Okay, and so that's an easy adjustment. It's pretty simple to see what they were trying to do here. They were trying to run a seam here, thinking that they were going to go to quarters, and that they could get this guy to clear the safety, and this guy could be wide open. All right, and it didn't work that way. Okay, now you got trips squeezed down at the bottom with a single compressed receiver at the top. Pre-snap, it looks like this might be a split field coverage, but it's not. Now, you're going to get this look right here. You're going to get a guy looking over here. You got a safety playing over on the other side of the field, the boundary. You're going to get a safety to the field. Okay, so how do we determine what they're running right here? Watch the safety post-snap and what he does. He flies to the deep half. He's going to take the inside of that hash, and he's got half the field. You're going to get a corner who's going to squat on anything down. And what you're going to get is you're going to get a safety that's going to go to the deep half as well. And you're going to get a squat corner. So what he's doing is he's running a version of cover 2. Anything attacks the flat, this corner is going to jump on it. So if this guy comes across, he's got him. He's got anything in the deep half here. So if this guy were to break off and run the post here, he's got him. If this guy were to wheel, he's got him. If this kid continues the flat, then this kid has him. So watch how it works. And here we go. See how the corner bails underneath this wheel route right here. Corner's going to bail underneath because he knows he has help over the top. Okay, he has help over the top. Boom, picks it off. Easy play. It's one of those moments where you just sit back and go, wow, that was really good disguising of coverage. Okay, 2 by 2. Now, it's real simple how this works. We've got 2 high safety looks. It looks like man-to-man. You see a corner starting to bail pre-snap. All right, here we go. You've got a bail. You've got a bail. So what we got over here, we have cover 2. Okay, so he's got the flat. You've got quarter. You've got flat. He's got hook to curl. So he gets over the top. See how the flat, he sees the flat guy come. He's going to sit in the flat and jump on this late. Okay, jump on this late. Look over here. You'll see the safety. The safety is going to bail on it. You've got a guy jumping into the deep quarters. All right, and so you've got split field coverage. Safety's playing down. Safety's playing back. Corner's playing down. Corner's playing back. So you have completely vice versa for both of these. So now we're going to go into play. The next play, you get a swing route out of the backfield. This is twins to the field, boundary up top. You got inside leverage corner. So here we go. Corner's going to bail at the snap. He's going to play it soft. Notice his eyes are on number 2. Number 2 goes vertical. Okay, number 2 goes vertical. All right, so he now knows that number 2 goes vertical. This guy's my man. He sees ball thrown. He breaks late, and there you go. But if you look at the top, here, watch the corner. Corner's playing man-to-man. He knows he has help over the top. So if that guy wants to throw a fade ball, he's got help over the top. You've got a guy playing the flat from the linebacker here. You have a safety watching number 2. As soon as the ball is thrown, everyone starts to break on the ball. You have 4 guys rallying around one simple route concept right here. I really enjoyed watching this stuff. Guys, Manny Diaz, what he's going to bring split field coverage wise is a phenomenal idea. It's something that a lot of people have been doing for a long time. I think he does a great job disguising it. His aggression on defense is exactly what Penn State needs.